combo breakers coming up, and fighting games are all over the place. We got good ones, we got bad ones, and we got everything in between, alright? So I'm just going to give a quick little snapshot, little T-tours of the state of each game in 2025 going into what I think is the best fighting game major on the face of the earth. Until they bring back SPO anyway. Maybe Strong Style. Maybe Strong Style, but Tekken ain't exactly in a state of Strong Style right now. Anywho, do me a favor. If you play any of these games, or you plan to go to Kombat Breaker to play any of these games, let me know how you feel about them down below. Do your own word association. Just tell me what each game, how you would summarize each game in one word. Or just do it for whatever game you like. I don't care. There's going to be timestamps. Go check those out. But we're going to do a tilde. So I'm going to do a quick run-through of all the one-word associations per game. And then we're going to have a little discussion section at the end. Thank you. Drop a follow and a like. Do whatever you want. Or don't. I don't care. Peace. Iconic. Spirited. Timeless. Inexhaustible. Up and coming. Mugen. Ratio. Mishandled. Money grubbing. Toriyama. Distinguished. Lingering. Virgil. Matchmaking. Rockin'. Auspicious. Marketing. Leaks. Old school. Anguish. Supreme. Super Turbo. Iconic. It's one of the greatest games ever made. It's genre defining. It's peak bullshit. It's peak footsies. It's peak character design. The music. The stages. This started the genre, man. What else can you say? It is the definition of iconic. Probably one of the greatest games ever made, not just fighting games. I mean, it's really that good. Vampire Savior. It's spirited. This game is just awesome all around. It's got so many forward-thinking mechanics, and it came at a time where arcade culture was still huge. This is like, it came from Japan. I think it just, everything about it. Just Morrigan, John Talbane jumping around the screen, the characters, the animations. This is an animation where the Frankenstein grappler in this game turns around and grabs you with his booty cheeks. It's, I can't even, that's not even Morrigan. I wish Morrigan did stuff like that. But just this game, if there was ever a game to go back and play on Fightcade or go to a major and play this game with some people that like it, this is one of those games. This game's tight. Third Strike. Timeless. Do I even have to describe that this game has the greatest fighting game clip of all time with Moment 37 at EVO, and it's just got the music, it's got the roster, it's got the style, it's got the longevity, it's on Fightcade, people still play the hell out of it, it's satisfying to play, you can hit confirm supers, you can really work around with the shitty tier list by using the game's mechanics. If you're really good defensively, it doesn't matter how good your opponent's character is. If you can figure out their timing and learn how to open them up on defense while blowing them up for being, what's the word, predictable on offense, then this game still stands alone. There's a reason this is still played as much as it is, and it's not just because it looks pretty. It's because it's very, very good, even with its problems. It's just, it's timeless. It's got the OST, the roster, the sprites, the parries. It's just an evolution of ST. It's timeless. It's good. It's going to be played for a long, long time. It's not slowing down anytime soon. I saw Co-op Cup. It was tight. Super Smash Bros. Melee is inexhaustible. I always was a Melee hater. I'm always going to be a platform hater. As somebody who plays fighting games and has for a long time but never really competed in Super Smash Bros., I just played it casually, I am envious of the degree to which people are devoted to this game. You motherfuckers who play Melee will lug a goddamn CRT. You got CRTs just collecting dust, but then you clean them off and bring them to the major. I just love that. Also, Slippy, reverse engineering stuff, just wonderful things. Incredible. Incredible. I love it. So it's really fun just to see this be inexhaustible. Like, the players are always going to play it. I'm sure Hungrybox is going to be there jumping around the stage like he usually is with these big tournaments. And I'm pretty sure Combo Breaker is one of the biggest majors that still does a pretty major Smash Brothers section. So hope to see you guys there. This game is, I just give so much respect. It's awesome. It's awesome. Speaking of platform fighters that deserve some respect, Rivals of Aether 2. Up and coming. I know it's a phrase, but it's still technically one word. This game is getting better and better. It's early to kind of review it or call it or just, you know, say exactly what it is, but they got custom character creator coming. The graphics are drastically improved. The level of quality here cannot be understated. Netcode's good. Everything's going this game's way, except for the fact that you get some people who are kind of iffy about it just because they don't want to break away from their Nintendo games. The strength of the Nintendo IP is big. So I can't blame people that don't want to jump into this, but I will tell you, if you like Smash gameplay, if you like platform fighters, the two games I am interested in as somebody who is a massive hater are Combo Devils and this game right here. Gimme Lorena. Gimme her now. I want to play her so bad. Maybe Laxodont in the meantime, but Lorena looks sick, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to play that cool-ass looking bug wrestler. You know what Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is? It's Mugen. Now, you young kids probably don't know about Mugen, because, or especially you Nintendo players don't know about Mugen, because you guys don't know about I don't even want to start. Mugen is one of the greatest things ever given to the PC broke-ass FGC fan ever. You put any character you want in there. It was a custom fighting game engine, and you could make the most insane, off-the-wall rosters you've ever seen in your life. That's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This is the craziest roster I've ever seen in any fighting. It's kind of nuts, the amount of characters they stuffed into this game. You can fight... I can perform a Kingdom Hearts 2 boss fight in this game from the guest characters alone. I can pick Sora, fight Sephiroth, and inside Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, I can have that boss fight from fucking Kingdom Hearts 1. It's crazy. It's crazy. I still find this game insane. So I gotta give respect. This game's awesome, but it is Mugen. It's just insane, the roster they've assembled. Kazuya fighting Banjo-Kazooie and the dude from Dragon Quest. Like, what the fuck is going on? It's tight, though. It's definitely tight, fighting Joker. Oh, boy. Good game. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, the word is ratio. Now, this is a selfish reason. I'm just saying this because I like Marvel, but what I dislike is the fact that anybody who plays Marvel in the modern age is usually just looking for an excuse to use their crazy touch-of-death combo on you. They want to play Phoenix. They want to play Zero May Cry. They want to play Virgil. We'll talk about that other Marvels later. I say ratio here because ratio mode with Marvel drastically improves the overall fun factor of it, I think. When you can break out of that top 6 only, S-tier only mindset of the tournament players, and you just shake the game up just a little bit with the ratio mode, this game goes from good to fantastic, I think, in the modern age. I think it's a great game. I just think asking players to mash out with Cable doing Hyper Viper Beam, and it's high maintenance. It feels tiring. So I think ratio mode opens up the gameplay a little bit and makes it more fun if I can make a team with Dan Hibiki in it, just for the fun of it, instead of having to just play Storm and Iceman and whatever the hell I'm playing. Anyway, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 rules. It's one of my favorite tag games ever. Just use the ratio mode. I'll play this on some Fightcade if we get some ratio mode going. I might do that. Mortal Kombat X. This game was mishandled. I don't know if you guys were there for it, but the PC port for this game, yeah. That's all you need to know. It's just another mishandled Mortal Kombat game in a long history of them since Mortal Kombat 9. Disappointing, but not unexpected. We all know what's going on with NRS and WB right now. Speaking of NRS and WB, what's going on with Mortal Kombat 1? Because the only thing I can think when I look at that game is, hey, are you a middle-aged dad who loves 80s and 90s movies? Come play this fighting game. We'll let you mutilate everybody you want with Omni-Man and T-1000 and Conan the Barbarian. And it's not, and Scream. It's weird. Like, it's a very odd game. I'm not really sure what the point of everything is, but it does feel like just a money-grubbing exercise. They're just trying to ring you guys for every dollar you got. Whenever a game starts off its launch by advertising future DLC that is not currently involved, I feel awkward. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not necessarily a good thing. It's just an uninteresting thing. I don't really want to see the weird guest characters from the sitcoms and the tie-in shows you have with DC. If you're going to do that, then just make Injustice. But I think they're afraid to do that, so it's just weird. It's a money-grubbing game. Those of you who are playing MK1, I have heard the game got better, but then the cameo system interferes with that. All the monetization interferes with that. I don't know what to think about this game. If it drops to like $5, I'll grab it just because Reiko is on the base roster, and he's got a bunch of wrestling moves I like Brainbusters and shit. I'll try that out, but I don't know. I don't know what to think about this one. Let me know in the comments if you play Mortal Kombat, you know what to think about this one. Yeah. I do not play Melty Blood, but I like the roster and I like the OST. That's the only thing I have to say about this game. Moving on. I'm gonna give about 30 seconds of silence for Akira Toriyama. Dragon Ball Z Fighters was a good game that had a lot of ups and downs and had a kind of tumultuous last season with a crazy couple of updates they updated with the rollback update. But I think when you zoom out on a macro scale and you just look at the roster of that game and you look at the majestic just art and world, and it's very much like a Terry Pratchett, the guy who wrote Discworld, or you could say Oda, the guy who did One Piece. You really got to hang back and yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to take a second. Back to the yapping. Killer Instinct. Distinguished. This is what the tournament's named after. This is one of the best, well-made games in a long, long time in the FGC. The level of quality here cannot be understated. Netcode is perfect. The graphics are amazing. It has the best training and dojo mode I've ever seen in any fighting game. Every other fighting game is just trying to come close. The OST, Mick Gordon, might be one of the greatest video game original soundtrack creators of all time. And the roster is just great. It brings back characters like Rash and Spinal, and it just does a lot of new things. It really took a lot of risks. It did a lot of craziness. It really tried to push the envelope. It even has good single-player modes. It's got the Shadow Lords in there. You've got really good but not, like, punishing AI from the opponents. And, like, there's just so much to really love about this game. So I'm definitely going to be watching this one at Combo Breaker because I want to see if they're going to make an announcement. Because Iron Galaxy stopped working on Rumbleverse. I think they're just kind of in the fold with Microsoft, and I'm really hoping that Microsoft, with all that money they're throwing around with a bunch of IPs, I hope they just go and get... I hope they make Killer Instinct into, like, let's just get our best IP characters and just have them be, like, half the roster. Just get, you know, get Spinal, get Glacius, get Inferno, grab Jago, Shadow Jago, Jade. Just get all the regular characters, Thunder, Saberwolf, get all, like, Hisako. Get all those characters, and then get, like, 8... Like, make half the roster just a bunch of guests from stuff that Microsoft owns. What IPs? I don't know. Go find some. I guarantee they've got a toy chest worth of IPs. If Microsoft wants to sit on all those IPs, that's great. But it would really, really be an easy thing just to give Iron Galaxy a shitload of resources, a shitload of IPs to mess with, and say, hey, make us a fun new Killer Instinct. We'll give you 3 years. And I think they could do it. I think they could do it. Maybe that's getting cooked. I hope so. I am going to be watching at Combo Breaker to see what happens because the game was updated last year. It's got a possibility there, and I'm really rooting for it. Also, I'm just looking for an excuse to actually play this shit because there's a lot of haters online that just love to make that stupid Eris joke or completely disregard the game because they see a couple of funny animations or they think it's just rock, paper, scissors. It's really not. I wish more games gave you agency while you're being comboed the way this game does. Skullgirls is lingering. They kind of put out a season pass. I think the game still kind of maintains at least like 100 players on a daily basis. I've met some of those players in Boston and Massachusetts. There's like a good scene for the game, but I don't really know what to think about this. I've heard no hype. I've heard no interest, and I think I heard the devs, since the Mike Z scandal, they kind of just moved on to their next game. So I'm not sure what to expect, but I know this game has a really good long-term community that isn't really going anywhere, so if you want to play, you can still play it. But that's why I say lingering. I can't... This game has a pulse, but that's about it. Like, I don't know what to think about it. Moving on. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I hope you like Virgil. I hope you really like Virgil. I hope you love doing sword loops and teleports and getting motivated and just, I hope you love it, guys. I hope you love it. Please make ratio a thing in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I'm really tired of trying to get into this game only to be shit stomped by somebody trying his boom loops and doom foot dive combos. This game just feels really tilting, but the people who like it really love it, so respect. It's still very good. It's fun to watch in tournament until Chris G shows up and just Morgans you to death. That's fun, I guess. Or Zero May Cry. Remember when this game was in EVO? Oh my god. Oh boy, that was a tough watch. King of Fighters 15! The one word to describe this game was matchmaking. As good as this game was, and as solid as this game was formed, it did so many things right. It had old systems, new systems. It had good roster. It had great new characters. Like, I like the new characters. I like the graphics did improve drastically. They're not the best, but they did improve drastically. and the netcode was better, but then the matchmaking just ruined everything. I think Maximilian said it best. He was like trying to support this game, and he really enjoyed it, and then he just couldn't get matches, and it just died immediately. If you can't get matches, then your game is moot, and you can only have the offline hardcore community, which they did have. They still do. A lot of those players that play KOF actually really like this game. I know people that are a fan of like 2002 and 98 that absolutely love this game, and they say this game's underrated as hell. But then when you really think about it, I think it took them over a year to fix that matchmaking bug, so it sucks that such a good game can be completely kneecapped by such a simple issue that you think would be easy to fix, but they just couldn't do it. I like this game. I like a bunch of characters in this game. I love Antonov. I love the fact that they put Darly Dagger in this motherfucker. They put Janet in this motherfucker. I was so happy with this game in a lot of ways, but then that's just the matchmaking bug just destroyed it. So, as much as I don't want this game to be known for the matchmaking bug, that's what it's known for, man. It is what it is. Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2. This game's rocking. If I had known what Strive and anime games were going to turn into, with BlazBlue just kind of dying softly and Melty Blood and Unist kind of being like the main side, anime games, if I had known all that was going to happen, I definitely would have played Xrd back in the day. Oh, if I had known that Tekken 8 was going to be such a piece of shit, I probably would have tried this during the Tekken 7 era before Strive showed up. I don't know. It sucks. All I know is that this game, even with Elfelt, even with the problems it had, even with people complaining about Johnny, it's like, no, he's still extremely difficult, so to play him at that level takes some real skill. This game had a lot of expression, had so much going for it, and I wish I had given it more respect back in the day. So I have some regrets when it comes to this game. But this game's rocking. Heavily recommended. They went back and added rollback. It's good. Go play it. It's solid. Give it a try. Virtua Fighter 5. This game auspicious as hell. Auspicious. What does auspicious mean? I have to remind myself. Let me just quickly type in auspicious. I think I tried to look this one up to be smart. Oh, yes, it's conducive to success. Favorable. I think this game is auspicious because even though it is dry, even though it does feel old, even though it doesn't really get the blood pumping the way a lot of other games do, because this game doesn't really have a crazy cool roster, it doesn't really have the craziest flash, it's just a whole lot of guessing here. There's a lot of rock, paper, scissors. It's a lot of fuzzy duckings, a lot of trying to catch people in their fuzzy guard with the throw, or trying to catch people with the Nataku and things like that, which is interesting under the hood, but just to stare at the game and have a good time watching it, it is a little tougher. And I would say, even though it's a great tournament game to watch, and it has a lot of hype moments, and it's good, it's just not really. It's old. It's old. We need Virtua Fighter 6. It's that simple. But this is a what's the phrase? Step in the right direction. This game is doing a lot of good things. It's bringing back crossplay. It has rollback netcode they're improving or attempting to improve. I think they're going to do a couple more things with this before 6 comes out. This game's got me happy. I'm not really playing it. It's a little too dry for me. I tried. I really did try. But it just feels a little too dry. It's a little too guessing orientated. I might go back to it. Might play it. But, you know what it is? I was trying to learn Shun, and that stuff was tough. I was trying to play Shun online. I was getting blown up by people playing Akira, just fucking party crashing my ass to death, just trying to get those drinks in. But maybe I'll go back and play this. I like Taka Arashi. I like a lot of characters. Wolf, Jeffrey. It's hard not to like Brad. He's just fun. But whatever. This game's great. Go give it a try. Look for it on sale, because $10 for this game would be like the perfect price point just to get in and mash. I would recommend it. Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising needs to learn some goddamn marketing. For whatever reason, I like this game. There's a lot of things going for it, but public perception for this game is complete and totally in the shitter. I don't know what it is. I think it's just a matter of timing. I think the fact that the first version of this game without the good netcode came out and was like a massive blow up with how COVID hit and just destroyed its momentum. Then I think Okubo, dude from Soul Calibur, wound up on the team for this game or is trying to do more stuff with this game, but for whatever reason, I went into this game just like any other anime game I tried. I went in with this game with the same attitude after I went in with Melty Blood and Unist. I was just like, okay, this would probably be good to kick the can, but this isn't going to be like something I play long term. But I wound up liking it so much that I looked around like, what is going on with this game? Everybody hates this shit. They say it's like shallow. They say 66L, just it's such a shitty game. Like, I'm watching the gameplay and I'm playing, and it just feels like the roster is so much more special than anybody's talking about. It's got a lot of cool characters, cool archetypes. The flow of the gameplay is very Street Fighter 2 reminiscent. I like the idea of the sidestepping, how you can just spot dodge, and it works like one of those grooves. I forget which groove it was in CVS2, but it's just like a 3D dodge into the Z-axis real quick. I really like stuff like that. That allows you... This game is intuitive. It allows you to play with classic inputs or normie, shitty, basic inputs. I don't know about the bonuses for the normie, the old school inputs, but still. I just feel like this game needs to learn some marketing. It needs to learn some marketing, because people need to know that this game is just getting better and better, and I like it. It's good. Feels better than Street Fighter 6 to me, and that's saying a lot. It has that flow, man. It feels loose, but good. It's good to play. Gotta get to play it on stream sometime. Next up, Guilty Gear Strive. How the fuck do you leak your source code online? I don't know the story, but I do know that if you leak the source code to a game, that game is now very compromised when it comes to the PC market. So if you're going to play Strive in 2025, I think you might want to play on PS5. I don't know if that's going to be an issue. Like, I don't know if they're going to hack the game, but I do know that if people get the source code, that's a pretty quick way to inject memory. Like, there's a lot of things they could do to break into your system playing this shit. So I uninstalled it. I bought the DLC just to be like, well, shit. I think Lucy is cool. I love Edge Runners. I like Cyberpunk. But this game is in a really weird spot right now because of those leaks. So if you're a Strive player and you know what's going on, or you want to give me an outlook on the future, I want to hear about it. So drop it in the comments, because I don't know what the fuck is going on with this game anymore. I was excited for the rank changes, but then the leak happened, and I'm like, I don't even know if I can play this. But we'll see. City of the Wolves. It's old school. It is old school for better and worse. I like City of the Wolves. I'm barely playing City of the Wolves. Why? It's got that old school Garu Mark of the Wolves thing, where there's these 3 or 4 characters at the top that just kind of outclass everybody, and it does feel like you're almost foolish for trying to compete in a tournament by playing any of those characters that aren't in the top 4. The idea of maining B-Genet or Tizak when there's a character like Hokudamaro or Hotaru or Kane running around makes me feel kind of silly. I don't really want to dump hours into a game that's just going to have me funneled towards that brick wall of players. And I say this because of a personal thing that happened where I brought this game on my Steam Deck to my local bowling league, and there was already somebody there who not only learned Hotaru immediately from the beta, but learned her optimal combos day one and just destroyed my ass day one. So I'm sitting here like, okay, I'll wait for some nerfs, learning my Tizak, and then I'm thinking, oh, let me take a look at the Steam chart. I wonder if people like the Ronaldo connection. And that wasn't the case. That's what I get for checking out the Steam charts. I can't do that. Can't do that in 2025. You're gonna run yourself off the road with worrying about nothing. And that's what happened. So for better and worse, this is an old school game. I like it a lot for things like the defensive capabilities and the just the snappiness of the neutral. The short hopping still works. It's really easy to get timings down and parry and just defend, and the back and forth is so fun. There's always something you can do. You're very rarely in a hardcore checkmate situation unless your opponent makes a hard read on what you actually do and then hits it. Not only do they have to hit the just defend, they got to hit the punish, and that takes that's some difficulty. I think this game's got a bright future, but this game's also in a bad way at launch, and that's spelled disaster for SNK in the past. So much as I like this, and I'm happy I bought it, and I enjoy it as an old head who is a fan of Garu Mark of the Wolves and older SNK games, this game's it's kind of tough right now. It's like beef jerky. It's like, it's tasty, it's got some protein in there, but it's expensive, it's rough around the edges, and you could do better. You could do better. It's not like it's going to get anybody who hasn't played fighting games to jump in to try anything new. It doesn't do anything special. It's not different. It's just kind of there. It's there, it's old school, and it's fun to play. Also looks kind of good in motion, I think. It's very flashy, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 style comic book stuff. I like it. I like it a lot. Tekken 8, Anguish. Tekken 8 was my main fighting game. I stopped playing it. I haven't played it since. Was going to reinstall with this first patch, but I'm waiting for the current batch of micro patches to go through. I don't know if they're going to do 3 of them, 4 of them, but whenever they say we're done majorly patching the game or we're taking a break from patching the game, that's when I'm going to give the game a shot again. I feel like the mechanical issues with this game need much more work done on them, and the patches they've done so far are basically nothing. It's just normalizing some damage numbers And the one major change I've seen them make that actually makes any sense is... I shouldn't say makes sense, but the only substantial change of any meaning, I think, was the heat burst change, where they made it much easier to move when you block it, which is very good. They finally nerfed Brian's. But then I turn around and I see Falcomram, man, and I'm just... Everybody's reaction was the same as mine. We just saw that motherfucker drop out of the sky, and we said, you're going to make me pay for another DLC character that I just paid for like 2 years ago that nobody liked. I don't see where their thought process is. I do not see who thought that was a good idea. And I've had arguments with people that like to say, no, fuck, people like fuck. Are you serious? Are you serious? You're just in denial. Just because like 5% of the population likes this guy doesn't mean I should have to buy him a second time because, oh, we need a Muay Thai guy on the roster. It's obvious, like, if you think I'm wrong for picking Anguish as the name for Tekken 8 and you're, like, playing the new patch and you're looking up, go look at how the devs looked. Go look at how the devs looked announcing Falcomram. Go look at Michael Murray's face when he was on that stage, ready to announce his binky character. Does that look like the face of a man that plays this game or even enjoys his job? You ask yourself that. Because I looked at that and I said, might not be time yet. Gotta let them cook on these changes. I said it was time to stop playing Tekken 8 like a month ago, and I stuck by that. Haven't played it since. Still waiting on that June patch. If the June patch comes out, or everybody streaming this game says, oh, this shit is the balls, I really like it, you gotta come back, then maybe I'll install, but this ain't it right now. It's just Anguish. And Anguish is just, for those that don't know, what is the official thing? Yeah, severe mental or physical pain or suffering. This game is severe mental suffering for everybody involved. The devs are miserable trying to fix it. The players are miserable trying to play it. The people on Twitter are miserable just trying to talk about it in a rational manner. The advertisers are probably pissed about it. Like Harada can't even get Waffle House on the phone to talk about a guest stage. Everybody's miserable. Everybody's in pain with this game. Nobody's having a good time. So this game's all about the anguish right now. And finally, Street Fighter 6 reigns supreme. This is the king. This is the king of the genre. Always has been, always will be. Unless somebody dethrones them or does something even crazier. If Mortal Kombat has the craziest comeback you've ever seen in your life and really makes a special game that resonates with the world, that's maybe the only IP that can come close. I think Tekken pissed away any chance it had of usurping Street Fighter with Tekken 7. I think they pissed it away in Season 3 and then Tekken 8. I think Street Fighter doesn't really even need to do any collabs with any other games right now. They can just send a couple of guest characters out there. When I say collabs, I mean like a cross game. Like, I don't think Tekken X Street Fighter is even in consideration anymore. I think they're just looking maybe a CVS 3, possibly. But who knows? Who knows? All I can tell you is that this is the one that's here to stay. So if you want to play fighting games and you want to get your friends into fighting games, find a character you like and get grinding. For me, I might go back to this game just to try it come Season 3. Elena looks good. Hopefully they can change up the throw loops and the perfect parries and the drive rush Slimer. But, wait and see. It's still a good game. I'm not going to call it great. The OST sucks way too hard for me to call this great. But it reigns supreme above all else. Anyway, see you guys at Combo Breaker. Peace.